Hi, I'm Atli from Bifröst University. We are going to look into social media for marketing here tonight and your learning outcomes. At the end of this session, you will be able to describe and use a simple framework to plan social media marketing and create a simple social media strategy. You will be able to develop a simple plan to reach your audience on social media platforms. But what exactly is social media? Social media describes a new set of internet tools that enable shared community experiences, both online and in person. Here we have the most common social media platforms. We have social bookmarking, like Pinterest. We have business social pages, like Facebook Business and LinkedIn. We have collaborative tools like Google Docs. We have blogging like WordPress and many others. We have user reviews rating sites like Google. We have video sharing like Vimeo and YouTube. We have microblogging like Twitter. We have photo sharing like Instagram, and Facebook is moving into that platform as well. And we have social networking, the king. We have Facebook there. And like you can see, we have these are many different types of mediums, and you can use that all in a certain way and implement that to your strategy. But when you're designing your plan, you need to be looking into these things. Who do you want to reach, and what do you want them to know or learn? What do you want them to do when they learn those things? It all starts with the content. You are maybe getting tired of hearing the phrase content is king, but in this case it really is. Content and social have a similar function in your overall marketing strategy. Your content and social should serve one or some of these objectives. Help your audience understand the subject matters you specialize in. Challenge the status quo on your subject. Entertain your audience with content specific to them. Educate your audience on new best practices and trends. And then convince your audience to buy your product. And these types of content differ between the mediums we just went over. So you can do some of these parts in some of them, but you also need to be looking at your strategy from like a organic point of view and then paid point of view, because you can be convincing them to buy a product at the final stage of your marketing funnel, if you look at it that way. But you should be knowing when to trigger that by using data. But step one in designing your strategy is setting your goals. And making it a SMART goal is always a clever idea. Your goal needs to be specific. You need to be clear on what you're going to achieve. It needs to be measurable. Every goal needs some kind of metric, and it needs to be attainable. You should, of course, stretch and go big, but keep your goal within reach. It needs to be relevant. It needs to be relevant to your business and your core audience, and it needs to be time bound. Create a time frame for completion of your goal. Include some milestones and keep deadlines. Then step two is deciding who you are speaking with on which medium. And like we say here, learn about your audience. The benefits of developing buyer personas like these tools. You can identify with your audience, share a common understanding, and drive messaging development. And then the most important thing, guide content creation. It's so much easier for a content creation team to creating content and knowing which which conversations to jump in if you have these personas in mind, and even give them a name and stuff like that. So you can look at them as a persons, just not a group of some faceless persons. Step 3 is to research the competition. You need to identify who your competitors are on social media. You need to know which platforms they are on and how they are using it. Know what they're doing on these platforms now and what they have been doing before. Know how well their social strategy is working for them, and try to identify the threats that they are making to your business, and then identify gaps in your own strategy and try to fix that. You have a couple of tools that you can research the competition and the paid and the dark posts. So you can look up Facebook tools and tools on each medium, so you can look into this and be strategic. Then step 4 is to conduct the audit. And when you're doing this, you need to be asking yourself a couple of questions. What is working and what is not? Who is connecting with you on social media and when are they doing that? Which networks does your target audience use in general? And how does your social media presence compare to that of your competitors? To answer these questions, you must have data to back up what you're thinking. So what's working and what's not? You can't be looking at just likes and comments. You have to be looking into real data and is it aligned to your goals. You can be tracking every step your customer is making on your website or your end goal, and you can see when they are dropping out and stuff like that, and you can know which ad they post when they finish the purchase and stuff like that. So you need to be looking into what is working and what not. Then step 5, set up accounts and improve existing. It's very helpful to create one-liners to help you focus on your goals for each account. Some kind of a mission statement for each network. And then just set up your accounts. You fill out all profile fields, use keywords people will be using trying to look up your business, use images in the right sizes for each network and respect how they build the network, and use all mediums to its full potentials. Use like Instagram Reels and stuff like that, because the algorithm will always like power users and favorite them, and that will always be beneficial for you if you use the mediums like they intend you to do. Step 6 is find inspiration. Who do you enjoy following on social media and why? And do you just like them for just for the content, or do you plan on buying from them? Is it just the entertainment, or is it really working for the company? And just ask your followers, what do they want to see from you and why? Step 7 is create a content calendar. List the dates and times which you will publish types of content on each channel. And this is for your organic site. Make sure your calendar reflects the mission statement you have assigned to each social profile. Use different strategies for organic and paid content, like I said, and try to stick with the funnel idea. So you have like this top stage when you're just providing your customer with information about the product or service that you are providing, but don't try to sell them it cold-handed. You need to be, you just use the data to know what they know and trigger the paid content on the right time. And then, like I said, test, evaluate, and adjust your methods. Track your data and reevaluate, test, and do it all again. It's a circle. You always need to be looking into these things. Stories. These are the big big trends, but we are seeing it go slightly downhill. But stories are everywhere. Every medium is integrating it. So if you get a hang of it, I would definitely use it. And like you can see how the millennials are consuming stories on each platform. But what makes a story successful? They are so easy to create. They are engaging. They don't require editing or further thoughts before uploading them. And you need to be authentic, and they are fun. And you don't need to be producing them as much as the other videos, because these videos are meant to be kind of a raw material, and they only last like 24 hours. So just you are able to just swing it or how you will do it in your business. So you have big institutions that are just making raw materials there that they will never put on YouTube or mediums like that. It is important to manage social media, but social media management has many roles which can be summarized below. Listen and manage a reputation, transform the brand through social media, acquire new customers. You can increase sales and to existing customer base, and you can deliver customer service. This is, of course, it can be dangerous as well, because if you're providing customer service on social media, you need to be doing that really well, because when people get a hang of having you just in their pockets, they will definitely grab it when they have something bad to share as well. And you need to be providing your customer support with the right training, so they can do that professionally, and also set boundaries when people can expect answers and a support. And we will finish with 10 common social media marketing mistakes, because we hear this again and again and again. The first and the biggest mistake we see is no social media strategy or plan. People are just swinging it. Sometimes it can work, but you have to rely on luck so that will work. You have to be strategic and plan those things. Number two, not understanding your audience. You have to be speaking to the right target audience with the right language, but still be on brand, if you say it like that. So you need to be careful on what you're saying, and you can, of course, target that as well. Even with the organic, like the old school status, when you put on Facebook, you can target that on specific age and location. So you can always, be careful with it. Number three, not structuring your team properly. Number four, not setting up campaigns, tracking, or analytics. You have to be careful picking your goals and make them trackable, because you are always looking at an increase in sales or something like that, and you need to be pointing out what exactly is working and do more of that, and find out what is not working for you, or what is not working for on specific time or something like that, and adjust to it. So you can just save up a lot of your budget doing that. Number 5, no customer service. Like I said, radio silence is always bad advice. You need to be there for your customers and speaking with them. Number 6, not having a social media policy. And number 7, not integrating your channels correctly. We just went over it quickly before. Number 8, not networking with customers. Number 9, not being human enough in your messaging. People don't like to speak to companies. People want to speak to humans that understand human needs and human expectations. So be human but build a policy around it. So what can you say and what can you not be speaking about through your mediums. And number 10, not investing in time-saving tools, because you can set up one campaign and make it a full-time job, just adjusting that. So please use those tools that is available to schedule and to track and do all these kinds of things and try to automate as much as you can without losing the human touch. But that was it for today, and hope this has been helpful for you, and just stay safe.